Hi Josh, Mr. Goyette here with National University Academy. I know you've started World History 2 and we're starting off with World War 1. And I know some of it's been a little dry for you, so I wanted to go over the kind of the origins of World War 1 and actually the catalyst for some of the early fighting and how that was all came together in 1914. I want to first go over two things before I get into the core of what I wanted to share with you. You're going to want to recall the Triple Alliance, which is Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy, which was formed in 1882, and the Triple Entente, which was more of a vague alliance between Russia, France, and Britain in 1907. Of course, the thing that sets all this off is the visit of Franz Ferdinand. He's going to visit Sarajevo, Bosnia, and while he's there, a group called the Black Hand, one of its members, Gavrilo, Princip, they're going to get together and try to assassinate him, and they're actually going to be successful. They're a young student group of radicals, not exactly anarchists, but they were really pissed off about the policies of Austria and the annexation of Bosnia-Herzegovina in earlier, and they wanted to send a clear sign to the government that they were against the Austrian visit. So Archduke Franz Ferdinand visits, and while he's there, Gavrilo Princip and his Black Hand group of assassins try to take him out, and their first attempt is unsuccessful. They throw a bomb at his car. It bounces off of the car and strikes the vehicle behind it. They were rather sloppy in their first attempt, and all of this happens in the same day, actually. Thereafter, a couple of the assassins have cyanide tablets on them. They don't want to be picked up by police or authorities, so they take the cyanide tablets and try to jump in the river. The spot that they chose to drown themselves in was actually only about 3 or 4 feet deep, so they were unsuccessful in their attempt to dispose of themselves. Gavrilo Princip is less frazzled by the missing on the first attempt, and I wouldn't say necessarily keeps his cool, but he does take off into the crowd and then finds a diner not far. I can't remember if it's a coffee shop or a sandwich shop. I've heard stories where it was both or either. And he hides out there, and he's thinking, oh no, what am I going to do? An unsuccessful attempt. I still want to be able to get this guy. He's got a revolver on him. And meanwhile, Archduke Franz Ferdinand is visiting his retinue, his bodyguards at the hospital, saying, hey, good guys, great guys, thank you for saving my life. Really, it was the lack of ability on the part of the assassins that really saved him, but he went to congratulate and to support his bodyguards and the soldiers that kept him safe, because he felt that his life was in their hands for much of the time. So the Narodna Odbrana, which is the Black Hand, was unsuccessful there first. So Princip is sitting in this cafe, and the Archduke is leaving the area, and he chooses to take some back roads because he doesn't want to take the same route, or a very public route, out of Sarajevo. So he chooses some back roads, and it just so happens, as fate would have it, that he chooses the road that puts him right on the path past the cafe or sandwich shop where Gavrilo is sipping on a coffee, and Gavrilo's sitting there hiding out, and he sees, lo and behold, Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife riding in an open carriage right near him. He gets up out of his chair, and in point-blank range, or very close to that, within, I think, something like 5 to 10 feet, gets up, shoots Archduke Franz Ferdinand's wife, and then the Archduke, and they both die there at the scene. Princip is then, of course, immediately incarcerated, subdued, and put into prison. And he later dies there of, I think it was tuberculosis, but he became kind of a hero of the Serbian nationalists because they didn't want Austria to be involved in their government. So let me go over a few more little key tidbits, and then I'll let you get back to your studies. One other thing you want to take note of is the Zimmermann telegram. The German foreign minister responsible for the 1917 Zimmermann telegram, which was Arthur Zimmermann. It attempted to coerce Mexico into attacking the United States in exchange for financial incentives and a military alliance between Mexico and Germany. The exposure of the Zimmermann's communique was a major factor provoking the United States into declaring war on Germany. Of course, the other major thing there would be the sinking of the Lusitania, which we'll talk about later. Let's see here. An important general during this time, John J. Pershing, American general in command of all U.S. forces in Europe during the war. To the Allies' consternation, Pershing strongly opposed the idea of sending American forces to fight on the front alongside regiments from Britain and France. Nevertheless, he did eventually reach the compromise, allowing limited number of U.S. soldiers to do exactly that. Let's see if I can touch on the Lusitania here. Let's get back to that. Might have to do a separate discussion on Lusitania because I want to have some of my facts straight on that. You'll also want to recall the Schlieffen Plan, the German military plan formulated in 1905 that addressed how Germany would handle the threat of war on two fronts, with Russia and France. In short, the plan stipulated that if war were expected, Germany should first attack France before embarking upon military actions against Russia. The rationale for this approach was that Russia would require several weeks in order to mobilize troops and assemble them along the German border. Under the plan, Germany hoped to overrun France in only 6 weeks by attacking across France's borders with Belgium and Holland, which were less fortified than the border with Germany. So yeah, note Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance. Again, Triple Alliance is Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. And then the Triple Entente is a more vague alliance between Russia, France, and Great Britain. What do these alliances mean? Basically meant if you were to fight Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy would join that fight on the side of Germany automatically. They had made this agreement in 1882. Same thing, if I'm going to attack France, Russia and Britain are going to come to their aid. So those agreements were kind of the I got your back politically and militarily sort of policy that brought this increase in militarization in the region to a head, because as soon as one group had a problem with the drawing of the borders, or there was any political scandals or intrigue, the countries would start to form together and really clamor for war, get ready for war. And with the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, we see that happens really quickly. So that's it for right now. I'll get back to you with some more of these quick reviews, post them on the website for you. You can also watch them again and again on YouTube, and please call or email with any of your questions or concerns about the course. I want to make sure that you do well in the class, and I'm here to help, so give me a call. Thank you. Bye.